O, dito tayo sa, Poisson's ratio. Okay. Dito tayo sa situation number 17. The thin-walled tube is subjected to an actual force of 40 kilonewton. The tube elongates 3 millimeter and its circumference decreases by 0.09 millimeter. The material behaves elastically. Okay, before we proceed to this problem, let me first discuss ano ba yung tinatawag natin na biaxial, triaxial, ano ba yung Poisson's ratio? Okay, ito lang yun First, yung kino-consider natin sa axial deformation. Okay, pananglitan may nakita hining a bar. If this bar is subjected to a tensile force, ano yung nangyayari? Di ba nag-elongate siya? Mag-elongate yan, parang ganun. This is now the deformation or the elongation that's denoted by sigma or delta. Delta pala. Sigma is pag ganun. But usually, guys, in real life, if you have a material, alakihin ko lang pag nag, if this material is subjected to a tensile force, mag-elongate siya and at the same time, yung cross-sectional area niya is liliit, parang ganito yung mangyayari. Mag-elongate, pero liliit yung area. Mag-elongate pa ganito, pero here, yung cross-sectional area niya is liliit. Okay? So, in other words, kahit yung force na in-apply mo is, the force applied is axial, the force you applied is applied axially, meron pa rin tayong deformation, lateral. Meron pa rin tayong lateral deformation. Yung usual na ginagamit dito is parang box. Pag magbutang ka yung force daw, pasugad, the box will elongate at the same time, shorten on the other side. This direction, itong direction na to is axial. Axial siya because the force is applied in that direction. So in other words, wherever the force is applied, yun yung axial direction. Okay? This is the axial direction. In the direction 90 degrees or in the direction perpendicular to the axial direction, you have what we call the lateral direction. Okay? So, meron tayong axial direction, meron tayong lateral direction. Sa axial direction, makikita mo doon yung axial deformation. Okay? Ito yun. That's the axial deformation. In the lateral direction, makikita mo naman doon yung lateral deformation. Okay? So, take note nga, yung ano natin, yung strain is equal to deformation over original length. So, in other words, kung gusto nating makuha yung deformation sa axial, strain sa axial, kukunin lang natin yung deformation sa axial over the length sa axial, of course, in both direction. If this is the axial direction, yung length natin original is this distance. Okay? Then kung kukunin natin yung strain sa lateral, same din, deformation over length sa lateral naman. Okay? Yun lang yun. Kasi, yung meron tayong quantity dito, we call it the Poisson's ratio, and that is denoted by this Greek letter mu. This is equal to, that's negative strain sa lateral over negative strain sa axial. Hindi deformation baka deformation din gamitan. Yan. Now, from the Hooke's law, sabi daw dito, yung strain mo daw, stress E. Di ba kanina nasabi kita, E or the modulus of elasticity is the slope and that is equal to stress over strain. Di ba yun? In other words, your strain is also equal to stress over modulus of elasticity. Ito yun. Di ba kanina sa remember? Nandito, kanina yan sa Hooke's law. Ito yan. Or dito. Sabi natin, yung slope dito sa line na to is the modulus of elasticity. Diba? And that is equal to, if you pick 2 points, 0, 0, at saka dito, makita mo this distance is the stress and this distance is the strain. Sabi dito, slope, diba? Y over X yan Y over X. Ano yung Y? Stress. Yung X mo is the strain. So that is your relationship between the modulus of elasticity, stress and strain. If you rewrite that one, ano yung mangyayari? You have now the strain. Strain is equal to stress over E, modulus of elasticity. Ito yan. Now, kung titingnan natin sa biaxial, pananglitan mo force din ano. The total strain, syempre, okay, just for demonstration, let's denote this as your x-axis and this is your y-axis. If you want to solve for the value of the strain sa x, take note x. Now, if you look at the figure, yung force natin is naka-apply along x. In other words, the actual direction is the x direction. Nakuha? Okay. If you want to solve for the strain at x, that is just equal to stress sa x over modulus of elasticity of the material used. Diba? Na-establish na natin that the strain is equal to. Okay, now, if you want to solve for the value of the strain y, ano ba yung direction na y? Y is the lateral direction. Walang naka-apply na force sa y. So in other words, the deformation, the strain na mai-induced sa y is just due to the Poisson's ratio. Okay? So, ang strain na mai-induce sa y is just equal to the negative Poisson's ratio multiplied by the strain sa x. 'Di ba? Kasi tingnan mo. Ito 'yun, 'di ba? Ito yung formula. In other words, the strain sa lateral is equal to mu, negative mu, times the strain sa axial. Ito yung formula. This is coming from this formula for Poisson's ratio. Rearrange lang natin, di ba? O, tingnan mo. Take note that this is the lateral direction. Negative mu, then EX, since the force is axial, this is how you solve for the strain in all direction. The Poisson's ratio multiplied by the strain at x. But the strain sa x, yung strain sa x natin, ano yung equals sa strain sa x? O, tingnan mo, ano yung strain sa x? That's x over E. This is now your, for uniaxial. Uniaxial pa lang yan siya, ha? Uniaxial. In other words, isang axial force lang yung in-apply natin. Diba? In one direction lang. Now, what will happen if we apply another force here? Okay, syempre dapat may opposite direction yan para in state of equilibrium. Okay, nag-apply kita hin force sa x, nag-apply kita hin force sa y. This is now what we call biaxial kasi dalawa na yung axial direction. Diba? The x direction is also an axial direction because there is a force. There is an axial force applied in that direction, and the y direction is also an axial direction because there is a force applied in that direction. So this is now what we call the biaxial. Kanina uniaxial lang yun. Uniaxial and biaxial. Kung 3D na nga ni, idi triaxial. So dito muna tayo sa biaxial. What will happen sa biaxial? Dalawa yung direction natin, x and y. But this time, dalawa na yung axial force na applied in both direction na. Okay, so let's start sa x. The strain sa x. Take note sa x. Okay ha? In the x direction, meron tayong axial force. So meron tayong mai-induce na axial strain. Diba? So in other words, yung total strain sa x is equal to the strain sa x axial, nako ha, plus strain sa x lateral. Bakit may lateral? Kasi merong force na applied in the y direction. In with respect to this force, yung x direction natin is the lateral direction with respect to that force. Feeling ko, wait. Okay. Yung total strain natin, tingnan mo ha, yung total strain natin in the x direction is equal to the strain due to the axial. Ito yun, yung force. Diba? And meron tayong strain due to the lateral force also. In other words, yung x direction mo, at alin ba yung x direction na yan? Ito. Yung x direction mo yung total strain niya is due to the actual force applied in that direction and also due to this force. Kasi, alam, di ba, na-establish na natin na yung force na to can also affect this direction. Di ba? Okay, balik tayo dito. If you have a force here, this force cannot only affect this direction but also can affect this direction. Kasi ano yung nangyayari, di ba? Gumaganyan yan. Hindi siya, nag-elongate siya in this direction, pero nag-shorten siya in this direction. In other words, this force can affect not only this direction but also it can affect this direction. Di ba? Nakuha? Same lang yan sa, let me erase. Same lang yan siya if you have this if you have a force here, yung force na to, yung force na nandyan, cannot only affect the deformation with respect to this direction. Di ba? It can also affect the deformation with respect to this direction. Kasi yung mangyayari, gaganyan yan eh. Mag-elongate siya with respect to this direction, but at the same time, nag-shorten siya with respect to the total strain sa x direction is equal to the strain induced by the axial load in that direction plus the strain induced due to the force applied in the lateral direction. Ito. Okay. So from this, yung strain mo, yung strain X total is equal to, ano ba yung strain sa axial? That is stress sa axial over plus the strain in the lateral direction. So in lateral direction mo, multiply mo yan ng negative mu multiplied by the stress sa y over e. So if we clean this formula, this will be the strain sa x is equal to the stress in that direction over e minus the mu stress in y direction over e. Yun lang yun. Diba? Sa strain naman sa y, that is equal to the stress sa axial niya. Ano yung axial? Y direction na kita. Ang axial ni mo is y over e minus mu. Ang mo lateral direction naman is x over e. And yan. Kung triaxial naman, kung tutulo na, 3D na, o, i-equal mo lang. I-improve mo lang. So, masaling ka. The strain sa x is equal to axial stress over E minus mu lateral stress Y over E. Siyempre may Z. So, may tagyap Z. Z over E. Yun yung mangyayari. So, if we try to solve for the Y, yung axial mo, yung Y over E minus mu stress sa X over E minus mu stress sa Z over E. Yun naman, sa strain sa Z, yun. Ito yung formula natin. Pero, guys, we do not write it like this. We have to make sure na lahat ng column dito are all X, lahat ng column dito are all Y, lahat ng column dito are all Z. So, if we want to rewrite this, i-rewrite lang natin ha. So, this will be the strain sa X is equal to di ba? Tingnan mo. Based on this value, we can create matrix. Gagawin natin siyang matrix. So, ang mangyayari, ito, that's one matrix. So, this will be, and this is equal to, look at the, here. Lahat ng terms dyan are all, lahat ng terms merong 1 over e. So, you can factor that out. So, you have the factor 1 over e. Then, yung ilalagay natin dito sa yung stresses lang. Tingnan mo ha, dito walang Poisson's ratio, so that's just 1. Dito meron negative mu, so negative mu. Dito meron negative mu. Okay? Nakuha yung pattern? Then, multiply natin. Yung multiply natin, pag ganun lang. Yung stresses. Stress sa X stress sa Y, and stress sa Z. Yan. So, this is your matrix. This will be your matrix A. This will be your matrix B. This is your matrix ANS. Okay? So, yun. In other words, i-rewrite ko ha. Matrix A is equal to 1, negative mu, negative mu, negative mu, 1, negative mu, negative mu, negative mu, and 1. That is your matrix A. Your matrix B, syempre alam nyo dapat pag-store sa matrix. Your matrix B is stress X, stress Y, stress Z. Then, kung gusto nyo mahanap yung matrix ANS, ito lang yung gawin nyo. 1 over E multiplied by matrix A cross multiplied by matrix B. Dapat nauna yung matrix A kaysa matrix B. Pag ginbaliktad mo, diri ka makakaswa. Math error yan. Yun. So that's your value for matrix. I mean, this is how you solve for triaxial. For biaxial, that is also applicable. Your matrix A is equal to, ano ba? 1. Your matrix B naman, stress A, stress X, stress Y. And for an answer naman, that is 1 over A, same lang how, multiplied by matrix A, multiplied by matrix B. Pareho lang, oo. Ano lang ng iba. Sige, dili kita. Let's try. Okay. The railroad tube is subjected to an axial force of 40 kilonewton. The tube elongates 3 millimeter and the circumference decreases by 0.9 millimeter. The material behaves elastically. Determine the modulus of elasticity, di ba? Alam naman natin sa Hooke's law, kanina pa to, the modulus of elasticity is the slope, the stress over strain. Alam natin yung formula ng strain, so nasolve natin yung, alam natin yung formula ng stress, so nasolve natin yung stress, then yung strain also, alam natin, that is 1 over 300. So, masasolve mo na ang modulus of elasticity, substitute mo lang. Okay? Now, number 53, yung pinapahanap natin is the Poisson's ratio. Alam natin yung Poisson's ratio is the ratio sa axial strain over, lateral strain over the axial strain. Okay, so, di ba I think, yeah, strain ha, or hindi naman yan pa ganyan, di ba? Bakit circumference? Kasi, your same conference. Supposedly kasi, yung gagawin natin is the deformation in the pi, r. 2 pi is always constant. R lang yung nag-change, di ba? Yung C at saka yung R mo are linearly and directly proportional. So in other words, the change in C over the original C is just equal to the change in R over the original R. Okay? The change in C may not be equal to the change in R, but the ratio is equal since they are directly proportional. That's why baka kasi kayo ma-confuse bakit C yung ginamit, bakit hindi yung R. Sabi kasi lateral direction, that's this direction or this direction. 'Di ba? Yun yung explanation. Kasi yung R at saka yung circumference are directly proportional, so there's no need for you to solve for the R, the change in R over the original R. Circumference na lang dayon. Over the axial strain, hindi. Yung axial direction mo yung titingnan mo. That's this direction. O, solve mo. Take note, in this formula, the change in circumference is negative because nag-shorten siya. In other words, you have to include the sign. Kung nag-shorten, negative. Kung nag-increase ang length, positive. So, negative DD because nag-shorten ang circumference. Kasi sabi dito, tingnan mo ha, the tube elongates, so positive, an axial direction. The circumference decreases by 0.09. So that's a negative change. So 0.09, okay, ito yun. Over the original circumference, 2 pi r. Then this one. Then solving, the result for the Poisson's ratio is this. Ito naman, I mean, pinakamasaya yun. Oh, solve mo lang net stress. In the x direction, this is the x direction. Ito. Ito yung x direction natin. Ito nakalagay dito ha. Kung ano yung direction. X, Y, and Z. So, ito yung force natin. Obviously, that is tension. So, that is 250 kilonewton divided by... Asan ba yung area dyan ng X? Diba? Ito yung area ng X. That's 250 times 200. Okay? So, 250 times 200. Yun yung... ito. The stress sa Y. The Y. This is the direction sa Y. So, papunta doon. So, that is compression. The area is this. That's 300 times 150. So, yun. Negative. And sa Z, that's 180 divided by 300 times 200. So, 3 megapascal. Nasolve mo na yung stresses. Mag-matrix ka. Diba? Adult matrix A. Madali mo diagonal nga 1. And everything else is negative mu. Madali na pagtigaman nito. Tapos matrix B, stress X, stress Y, stress Z. Nasolve naman natin ang stresses. Madali natin stresses. Adi, formula. Pwede ini mabalhin, pwede hingadi, hingada, pwede ito niya, pero ini nga duduha, dapat permi una it matrix A kaysa it matrix B. Mag-error kasi kung matrix B team unahon. The result is this. This is the result. Ano ba yung tinatanong? Determine the total strain in the x direction. This is the total strain in the x direction. Or pwede rin naman, mano-mano ka, masring ka. Masayang laman ang pagbilingan strain han x direction, di ba? Anong formula natin? Strain sa x total is stress x over E. Tapos may dani mo duduha nga lateral. Di ba? Stress y over E minus Poisson's ratio, stress z over E. Ito yung formula mo. Kung mano-mano. Just in case, diri ka, may kalimut kayo nga kuan. So this is your formula. Advantage mo like yan kay pag solve mo diretso mo na masosolve ang total strain hantanan nga direction, hindi lang yung x. 'Di ba? Sometimes kasi guys, hindi lang yung strain sa individual direction yung pinapahanap. Sometimes pinapahanap yung what we call the dilatation. Pag sinabing dilatation, that's just equal to the sum of all of the strain in x, y, and z. Okay? You have to include the sign. So, mag-sum ka nga ni, masugot yung pag-sum, 4.7833 times 10 raised to negative 5 minus kay negative. So, include it negative, hit pag-sum. So, yung mga na-exam, the result is this, 8.4444 times 10 raised to negative 6. That's the dilatation. Sometimes we call this the volumetric strain. Dapat maaram ka hininga duduha nga term kay sometimes dilatation, sometimes volumetric strain it gagamit nga term. Okay, volumetric strain. Strain or dilatation, volumetric strain is just also equal to change in volume over the original volume. So kung impapabiling it change in volume, you have to solve for the dilatation first, then equate it to the change in volume over the original volume. Siyempre, maaram kapag subit volume. May naman mga dimension din eh. Maaram kapag biling hit volume, hit prism, rectangular prism. Multiply lang lahat ng dimension. Masosolve mo ang change in volume. A positive change in volume means that there was an increase in volume. Kung negative, nag-decrease. Okay. Yun. That's the for the strain.